Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, football fans everywhere. Tonight, the Bryant Hornets, ranked number 1 in the state, the defending 7A state champion, takes on the Fayetteville Bulldogs at Bulldog Stadium in Fayetteville. Hi, I'm Rob Patrick. With me is Aaron Shuttleworth, and we're glad to be bringing this broadcast to you, courtesy of Michael Gober and Jonathan Webb here in the press box, and our sponsors, Middle and Heat and Air and Farmers Bank and Trust. Captains are at the middle of the field. This will be the 10th time these two teams have played since 1985. The series has gotten really competitive over the last 4 or 5 years. In fact, the last 4 meetings have been decided by 6 points total, and then one of those went to overtime. So it should be an excellent football game. The captains for tonight for Bryant, that is Hayden Walsh, 52, Drake Finley, number 5, number 90, Kyle Green, and number 3, Trayvon Heron. Looks like the Hornets have won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Fayetteville, with their injured player Bo Stuckey, who played both in the as a receiver and in the secondary, is one of the captains. Hank Gibbs, their quarterback, is another. 25 is Montel Terry, and number 97 is Melvin Kamwenda. Fayetteville will receive and defend the north goal, and we're about ready for football. Let me introduce you to Aaron Shuttleworth, my partner. Aaron, tonight should be a pretty good ball game.
Should be, I believe, a 1 versus 2. Like you said before, last couple games decided by a very minimal margin. Came up here 2 years ago and won by 1 point. They came to our place and won by 1 point. Then last year it was 38-35, and just in the playoffs. So it's just, this is becoming a good rivalry game, even with the new coaching staff on both sides for the past couple of years. But it's been a good game that we like to schedule as a preseason, because it gets to give us a good benchmark to see where we're actually at leading into conference play. It's
really a test for both teams, and Fayetteville has kind of been schizophrenic. Of course, it has a lot to do with who they've played. They opened the season with a 64-0 win over Vianney High School in St. Louis. It's a small Catholic school. And then they went to Owasso, Oklahoma to play the powerhouse in the Sooner State and lost 51-19. So they're kind of trying to figure out how good they are after those 2 games. Played a really poor team and a really great team. Then we'll see how Bryant stacks up again against them. Of course, the Hornets opened the season with a 42-14 win in the Salt Bowl over Benton. And then last week won at home against Bentonville West, 38-0. They have had a mercy rule in both of their games so far, so you expect this one to be perhaps a little more challenging.
Yeah, I expect this game to be what I thought last week was going to be, not what it ended up being. We have a strong fighting history against Fayetteville leading up to whenever it was Coach Callie and my mind just went blank.
Coach Darrell?
Yeah, and when Coach Darrell, they fought against each other up here. We've been on the winning side of that past couple years going into the playoffs. So, like I said, I like this game as our last non-conference game. It's going to be the toughest opponent we've seen yet, probably to date this year, but a good way to get us into conference play.
Yeah, Coach Patton coached both of these teams.
Yeah.
And he actually was part of the game they played the first time against each other in 1985 in the playoffs. He was the quarterback for the Bryant team. Fayetteville won that game to knock the Hornets out of the playoffs. But a lot of history between these two schools, even though they've only played this be the 10th time. Getting ready to tee it up for the Hornets is Brock Funk. Hit a 43-yard field goal. If you'll remember last year in the playoffs, in the semifinals at Bryant, Jacob Neal had to block a field goal in the last minute to salvage the 28-25 win for Bryant.
And I think everybody will remember that I went absolutely nuts.
Yes. Here's the kick. It's going to come down at the 1. Oh, he steps into the end zone, but he's going to bring it out. They say no. He threw a shoe in the end zone, so it's a touchback.
Blew a tire out there, and it's got a lot of overcast, and we were hit
had
and
some rain.
hit and rain all the way up here. Really heavy rain, so I assumed it rained up here. So the field would probably be a little bit on the slick side. You can just see that right there. He just slipped right out of the end zone. But are they giving? They're
going to say he's at the 1 yard line.
At the 1 yard line. Wow.
He took a knee when he caught it. Apparently, he slipped down, blew a shoe, and they're going to start at the 1.
I thought he actually caught that with his one of his feet were in the end zone as a touchback.
I thought so too. So
an early gift right there.
Tough start for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. They're led by Hank Gibbs, their junior quarterback.
Prime position for a safety right here. I'm going to look for a big up the middle.
Back to throw right away. Deep down the right side. They got a man
open,
and it's caught by Stuckey or Flanagan. Connor Flanagan, the record-setting wide receiver for Fayetteville, brings it down despite the best efforts of Austin Schroeder.
Yeah, he just didn't have his back. He didn't have his head back to the ball.
Ball's all the way out to the 44-yard line. So on the first play, Fayetteville gets 43 yards. And now they've got some room to maneuver. They've got 4 receivers out wide to the right, empty backfield for Gibbs. They throw it out there on a swing pass. This is their running back, got some speed, Ingram, and he's driven out of bounds. Close to another first down.
Had Land bring him out of bounds, chase him out, but for a big pickup of 8 yards, though.
Mark it at the 47 of Bryant. So it's really a second and a long one. Gibbs again in the empty backfield. Again, they throw the little
intercepted.
And it's intercepted.
It's all the way.
And Derek Rose from 45 yards out, and we got a flag behind the play. That's going to be a sideline warning, I think.
Oh,
but that's okay. That's okay. It'll be a sideline warning. And the play should stand as Rose takes it all the way back for a touchdown. He jumped that route.
He did.
Let's see what they do. And the touchdown is good. Sideline warning. They get one of those, and Buck's upset with the man who did that, but it doesn't hurt right at this point. So the Hornets take the lead on the 45-yard return for a touchdown by Derek Rose. Big play for the senior, and now out of the hold of Jake Metters, Brock Funk will attempt the extra point.
But the play looked like they're doing what they just did the play before, a little swing pass.
Yeah,
a little swing pass out there to the running back again.
Trying to get it to their speedy receiver, Cameron Ingram. And Bryant all of a sudden has a 7-0 lead despite having kicked off. 11:02 left to play in the first half, and the Hornets will be kicking off again. Once again, we're brought to you by Middleton Heat and Air and Farmers Bank and Trust. We thank them for DVD copy of tonight's game. Go to mmproductions.com.
You know what's not going to happen the rest of this game is a sideline warning.
And that's true.
Because
it's going to get you point. It's going to get your yardage after.
Not even that. That's going to get James on you.
Oh, Buck's going to. He went ballistic as it was.
Yeah.
But it was a thrilling play. He jumped. He saw it developing and jumped on it, caught it on the fly with no one between him and the end zone. And Derek Rose gets the first score of tonight's ball game. Trying to get it to Ingram again, and just like you said, just the same play on the opposite side, and he recognized it.
It was a good heads-up play by Rose to snuff that one out.
There's a kick. It hits and is picked up at the 2-yard line, back across the 10, and the Hornets snuff him out before he gets to the 20. On the return there, I believe that was Alex Mills. And the tackle made at should be the 16-yard line. So Bryant's defense has been in good position here. And now the second opportunity for Fayetteville, just 2 minutes, just a little over a minute into the game.
And a late addition onto the Hornet defense.
That's Tristan Sahika joining the group. Quarterback Gibbs back to throw again, looking down the middle, can't find a man, now under pressure, gets a pass over to the sideline, and it's incomplete. Well covered was Flanagan, but the Hornets did a great job of covering and pressuring Hank Gibbs.
Yeah, that pocket started to collapse, I guess, at around 7 seconds in. You can't do much more than that. You want that front line can only hold so long, but he had good pressure. And now we got a stoppage or something.
Adjust the ball.
Yeah, adjust the ball.
Their running back that's got the speed is Ingram. They also have back this year, Jacob Sheritz. Ingram's in there now. Double wideouts to either side of the field. Now a man in motion. That's Charbonneau. Gibbs again under pressure, gets the pass away and tried to squeeze it in there, and Schroeder almost picked it off. If it had been on target, he'd have had it. And so far, except for that very first play, it's been a tough go in the air for Fayetteville. Gibbs is a senior. I think I said he was a junior.
Switching out a package again.
This time they go back to the 4 receivers to the left, empty backfield, 1 receiver to the right. Gibbs. Bryant shows blitz, then backs out of it. Gibbs looking someone to throw. He gets a drag route across the middle to Flanagan, and he is hit twice and bent backwards as Sahika brought him down after the initial stop by Kyle Knox. Looks like they got a first down out of that. That time he had a little more time and was able to pick out a man at the 28-yard line, a pickup of 12, and a new set of downs for Fayetteville. This time they've got Ingram in the backfield and trips to the right. That's the wide side of the field for Gibbs. There's a draw play to Ingram, and he is hit and really piled up.
Yeah, that hole just collapsed.
Initially, I think that was Cameron Scarlett, and let's see who else was in on that play. Austin Bailey and David Shiflett. Looks like he got 2 yards to the 30. So 2nd and 8 now. Again, they go empty backfield. 2 guys in motion now as they adjust to a wing position. Gibbs back to throw. Under some pressure now. Bails out to the right. He's got some room to run. 30, 35, and Cantrell Wallace and Kyle Green take him out of bounds at the 39. Again, he gets another first down.
The containment was lost over on the left side. The pressure was good coming up the right, but just kind of slipped out with the tackle coming off that right side. But the pressure and the defensive core back here had the coverage on tight. That's why he just had to roll out, but able to pick up those yardage.
Connor Flanagan and Luke Charbonneau split out to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Ingram in there at running back. Here's a drop back to throw.
Over the middle
under
right
some
there.
Pressure. The drag route to Charbonneau. 50 and driven out of bounds by Wallace. They're going to give him to the 49 of Bryant.
So this zone that Bryant is playing is always leaving at least one person over the middle, either a drag route or that little, just kind of that dump off to the receiver over on the right or left side that the interception came off of.
12-yard pickup and a first down. Rolling to his left now and looking to run. He's got some room and he skids down well short of the defense at the 43-yard line. A pickup on the play of 6 for Hank Gibbs. He's not the running threat that Darius Bowers was last year, but he's taking advantage of some opportunities here. 2nd and 4. Man in motion. Now an empty backfield as Ingram gets into the wing. Back to throw. Got room. Throws it short. Did he scoop it up or not?
He had to trap that.
They say incomplete. Incomplete. Looked like they weren't sure. It'll be a 3rd and 4 at the 43 and an opportunity for the Bryant defense to get off the field. Hornets have been comfortable just rushing 3 most of the time and dropping back in coverage. Dalen Land, Catrell Wallace, and Tristan Sahika are in at linebacker. Kyle Knox is up playing close on Charbonneau. Gibbs, and now the blitz comes and he has to get rid of it and it's incomplete as Tristan Sahika was in his lap and he threw it well short of Flanagan. And so it's going to be a 4th and 4, and we'll see what Fayetteville does here.
Yeah, because of that Sahika hurry up, he just had to get it out there quick and threw the timing and everything off.
Looks like they're going to punt it. They send Metters back inside the 10-yard line. Punter is Huxley Richardson, who was the gentleman who kicked that field goal last year that Jacob Neal blocked in the final seconds of the playoff win. Hornets look like they're going after it, but he gets it away.
Ooh, another good kick.
And it's going to be caught at the 4. And Metters breaks a tackle and on his feet gets out close to the 10. That was dangerous.
And the field looks pretty slippery out there.
Yeah. Metters sure-handed and actually made a couple of guys miss him, so they got it out to the 10-yard line, and that's where Bryant will start its first offensive series, leading it 7-0 on the interception return by Derek Rice.
That's a nice
Ball's
thing.
at the 10.
That's a nice thing you can say. Offense finally getting the ball, and we're leading 7-0.
Austin Ledbetter, the junior quarterback. He has senior running back Ahmad Adams alongside him. And we have a false start there. I think that Trayvon Heron was a little eager.
Yeah, 6 is saying that it was on me. I jumped off, but I can't tell what they're.
Yeah, that's right. He was coming up to bump and run with Heron, and he got off. He jumped on into the neutral zone.
It's a free 5 yards.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So first and 5 at the 15. I'll get it right in a second. Rob Patrick, Aaron Shuttleworth with you here from Bulldog Stadium in Fayetteville. Bryant with its first offensive play pending, leading it 7-0 on the interception returned by Derek Rose. Devin Ledbetter sends Adams in motion, back to throw, down the middle, got a man, it's complete, out close to the 35 as he hit Hayden Schrader for a first down. I was going to say Devin Pitts is a center. We was looking to set this up. Ty Johnson's at right guard, Brooks Edmondson at right tackle.
19 yards.
Ball's at the 34. There's a handoff to Adams, his first carry, and he's going to get out to the 40-yard line on a 1st and 10 run. Hornets with their first possession of the game, but they lead it thanks to the defensive score. 2nd and 4 at the 40. Double wideouts either side. Ledbetter looking, throws it to the outside. Got a man open. Good play, good catch by Gregory. He's tackled immediately, but it's a first down at midfield. Tackle made by Cooper Peters, but right on target, and Gregory made a nice catch. 10-yard gain and a new set of downs for Bryant.
Yeah, just a little passing catch out here on the right side. Just eating up those yardage.
Schrader and Gregory are to the right. To the left, it's Heron and Metters.
Oh,
fumbled snap, and Ledbetter will get what he can. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, got right back to the line. So, other than just the pretty much a lost play, no foul on that one.
Just on the Fayetteville side of the 50, same alignment. Ledbetter gives it to Adams, left side, still on his feet, gets inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line, short of a first down, but makes it a manageable third as he got 7. 3rd down and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Same setup.
Ledbetter, now he's going to throw outside. He's got Metters. He's got a first down and is tripped up. And just barely got him down was Taven Williamson.
A 9-yard pickup.
Ball is at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10.
All first downs coming on in the air so far this evening.
3 sophomores on this offensive line right now. They give it on a delay to Adams.
Look
left
at
side.
that.
It's sealed, and he's going to the 20, the 15, the 10, and driven down at the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. that broke clean over on the left side. Somebody on that, one of those two sophomores over there did a heck of a job. Of course, they're running Jason Shiflett and Will Diggins on the left side.
Yeah, I believe there was, let's see who that was.
First and goal at the 9 after the 27-yard run. Here he gets it again, and they seal it again, and he's in for the touchdown. Who was it?
Diggins on that last one.
Tremendous job by those sophomores, and Adams almost untouched on 2 consecutive plays as they sealed that side. And the Hornets have increased their lead as Brock Funk is about to attempt the extra point here. Metters with the hole. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Hornets with a 14-0 lead with 5:59 left to play in the first quarter. So far, so good. The opening drive of the game, Fayetteville hit a big pass off of their 1-yard line. But then, 2 plays later, Derek Rose intercepted a pass and went the distance for the touchdown, 45 yards or thereabouts. Hornets were ahead 7-0. They had to kick off again, and they bent but did not break and forced a punt, and the Hornets just went 90 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, starting deep in their own end zone off the punt.
8 plays, 90 yards. Took them just over 2.5 minutes.
And on that drive, he was 3 for 3, 38 yards in the air, on the ground 49 yards. No fouls. Oh, we got
something wrong.
Got a flag over here on the far side. Thrown in the area of probably an offsides.
Hard to say from that spot that Bryant was offside.
Thrown at the 20.
Too many men on the field, maybe? Haven't seen a signal yet. He's telling Coach James, said you want to kick it again, because apparently it's on Fayetteville. Illegal substitution penalty against
2 players with the same number in the formation.
5
yards free kick.
That's the problem with having guys that wear the same numbers that play.
Yeah, they don't really make a triple-digit numbers yet.
So from the 45 now, kicking it will be Brock Funk. Back deep for Fayetteville is Luke Charbonneau and Tyler Barnes. It's going to come down in the end zone.
Through the end zone.
Nearly to the back of the end zone and a touchback. So Fayetteville will have the ball at the 20-yard line, which will actually be their best starting field position of the game so far. Hornets have come out playing really well against the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Once again, the defense kind of picking up where they left off last week. Nice stifling defense. A lot of single tackles, a lot of assists, and already have an interception for a pick 6. This Bryant defense does not like giving up points.
They do not. Shut out Bentonville West last week. Gibbs with double wideouts either side.
Shiflett was showing the blitz or audible out to the next play.
Double wideouts to the left. Flanagan, their top receivers, to the right. There's a draw play to Ingram. He's a scat back, making some excellent cuts, gets outside to the 30, and is knocked down by Austin Schroeder, the safety, but not before he cuts back all the way across the field and gets to the 28.
So he gained
29.
Yeah, he gained 9 yards. He ran 37. But that was just great cuts all the way around.
Just shy of a first down. It'll be 2nd and 1. Very shifty. Gibbs has him alongside him again. Double wideouts either side of the field. Bryant showing blitz. They back out of it. Gibbs to throw. Now he steps up, has room to run, and he's hit and knocked down shy of the line of scrimmage, I believe.
We're getting pressure. We're just not getting there fast enough.
No, he did get a first down. I'm sorry. He picked up 4 to the 33. It's hard to see get a perspective on the yard marker since they're on our side here. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Gibbs looks to the sideline again, double wide outs either side. And Ingram the setback. Here comes the blitz. He throws it. It's a Flanagan on a flat on a slant pattern, and he's got it out to the 46-yard line and another first down.
And it's Marion Wilson was wanting to jump the route and pick that off, and just having to slide right off of him. Land had to come back over the backside and finish up the tackle, but had Tamarian picked that off, I believe we would have had another
pick six.
Yeah, another 6 points on the board.
Again, double wide outs either side as they go with the balanced look. Now Charbonneau's in motion and put 3 to the left. Gibbs in the shotgun, back to throw under pressure, and it's incomplete. He had to get rid of it because Cottrell Wallace was bearing down on him, and a little slow getting up was Hank Gibbs.
Yeah, Wallace was coming off.
He came untouched.
Yeah, fast and heavy off that left side, untouched, and he just went down.
Gibbs is a big kid.
Yeah, Gibbs had to get rid of that quick. So again, threw the timing off. But when you have Cottrell Wallace coming off that right side, bearing
gets
down
your attention.
at you. Yeah.
Now they put Flanagan in the backfield now with Gibbs with 3 receivers to the left. So watch him out of the backfield here. They love to get it to him. Gibbs back to throw, looking under pressure now, rolls out. Now he's going to run with it. And he's going to be out short of the first down, but into Bryant territory, and they give him an extra half yard on the mark where he went out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, they did the same one before when he slid. They gave him an extra 2 yards.
8 yards on the run, and it's 3rd down and 2 at the Bryant 47-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable. We'll see what this Hornet defense can do.
Now, late addition to the lineup is Ingram. Trips to the right. Gibbs tried to draw the Hornets offside with a hard count. Now they get a play from the sideline. They adjust the 3 receivers on the right. I think they were in motion. And Ingram is punished.
Short.
But gets the first. Well, do you think he? Yeah, I think he is short.
Yeah, he's about a yard short.
Was there no flag on that play?
There's no flag, and that was straight helmet.
Somebody.
Yeah, that was.
Somebody really lowered the boom on him. I'm not sure who it was.
I believe that was Land.
I think there may be a flag on the far side. Yeah, Dalen Land. Thanks, Mike. Flag on the far side. We'll see. They're coming over to the Bryant side to see what they want to do. They're going to say it was a pre-snap foul.
Legal shift.
Yeah, they had a late guy moving. They had a guy moving at the snap.
So not only, you got to replay the down, but he took that hit for nothing.
Yeah. But they're going to decline it?
Yeah, make it 4th and 1.
4th and 1 at the 47.
Shows you how much
empty backfield. And now we have a timeout. Fayetteville did not have a running back in the game.
So coach wants to talk to a ref.
Casey Dick, the new head coach at Fayetteville, taking the place of Billy Dawson. He's wanting to know why they didn't move it back. They declined the penalty, sir. But if it was pre-snap, then why couldn't they just take the play? It's a little confusing.
Yeah.
But they actually gave him the ball to the. They gave him the game. They took the play.
They took the play because it was 2
short,
yards. Yeah, it was
made it 4th and 1.
4th and 1 now. But if it is a pre-snap penalty, you have
to take it.
You have to take it. So it should be 3rd and 6, not 4th and 1.
Right. Clock is stopped with 4:35 left to play in the first quarter, and Bryant leading it 14-0 here at Fayetteville High School.
So we'll see if they actually get this situated or not, or they keep it at 4th and 1.
The officials seem to be.
They're going to stick with 4th and 1.
Yeah. Well, they declined the penalty.
The penalty was declined.
But it was a pre-snap penalty. Well, I can see why they were a little confused, but. So did he say Fayetteville was not charged with a timeout?
Yeah, they were not charged with a timeout. Still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. They bring their running quarterback in. It is Quinn McLean.
They're going to have all 11 in the box.
Yeah, big wing, double wing situation. They got some beef on the right side. Hornets will stop him. Nope, they didn't.
Nope.
First down. McLean lowered his shoulder and got 2 yards to the 44-yard line.
Yeah.
They had the left defensive players out there on the right-hand side. A big defensive lineman, Melvin Kumwinda, among those. So 1st and 10, and Gibbs is back in the ball game. And ball at the 44 of Bryant. Hornets lead at 14-0. Ingram alongside Gibbs, fakes the handoff. They hit him right away. Big blow by Cottrell Wallace, who steps over him. And Gibbs again slow to get up.
Man, Wallace has got to him twice so far. He's going to get probably a little talking to, like, hey, don't step over him.
Don't step over the guy.
Yeah.
Of course, he's got probably has his future coaches watching tonight. He's committed to play for the Razorbacks. They don't want to see that either, I don't imagine. Gibbs fakes the handoff. Again, he's hit, and this time he's going to be brought down. The initial hit by, I think that was Kobe Melton from the outside linebacker spot, and then Austin Bailey brought him down. The Hornets coming on the speed blitz there, and a loss of 5 makes it 3rd and 15 back at the 49-yard line. And Fayetteville doesn't appear to be able to pick up the Bryant's blitz.
Yeah, we're either we're disguising really well, or they just can't stop us. Remember the first one, Kobe Melton was the first one there and able to throw him off, and then Bailey to finish up the sack.
4 wide receivers to the right. 3rd and 15 for Fayetteville at the Bryant 49. Here comes the blitz again. Gibbs under pressure, gets the ball away, and it is caught. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Luke Charbonneau, who had to go high and then was hit by Austin Schroeder.
Gibbs
and it's incomplete.
Gibbs has got to be tired of picking himself up off the ground.
He got sandwiched that time by a couple of Bryant Hornets. The Hornets don't blitz every time, that's the thing. And they've gone with the 3-man rush, and then on the big plays, here's Richardson in to punt it back at his own 36-yard line. Good snap, gets the kick away. Matters, ball hits at the 20 and takes a sideways bounce, then takes a Fayetteville bounce, and it's going to go out. Going to be down at the 11-yard line. So a good possession punt for Huxley Richardson, and Bryant with 3:10 left to play in the first quarter. Leads at 14-0 and has the ball at its own 11-yard line just moments after going 8 plays and 90 yards for a touchdown drive. Back in the game on offense, double wideouts either side. It's Metters and Heron to the left. Finley's in the game along with Schrader to the right. The running back's Ahmad Adams. Austin Ledbetter back to throw, looking in his end zone, looking, still gets it away and throws it away, actually overthrew Heron, and everybody was pretty much covered there, looked like. Had time to throw, but.
Yeah, looking like looking for the crossing pattern over here on the right side, but nothing showed itself, so just get rid of the ball and try it again. 2nd
and 10 at the 11. Ledbetter, this time with trips, or to the left, hands it off to Adams, the right side, 20, 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And Ahmad Adams is eating it up in chunks as they cannot.
And the reason why
he's getting out of there untouched.
Yeah, the reason why is because number 63, Devin Pitts, just had a great block there on the side to allow Ahmad Adams to pick up major yardage right there.
33 yards to the 44. Gets him out of the hole. Maybe a big night for Adams if that continues. Gets it again, this time over the left side, and he's out close to midfield. Pick up a 5 on the play. That time off left tackle. And it's a 2nd and 5 at the 49 of Bryant. Offensive line, as we mentioned, Brooks Edmondson and Ty Johnson on the right side. Devin Pitts, the center.
Adams came out. We have Joseph Young coming in for him.
Young will split out wide to the right. Schrader in at tight end. next to Will Diggins. Double wideouts to the left, including Metters. Back to throw. No pressure for Schroeder. Going deep to Heron down the right side, and it is.
He caught it! He caught it!
He took it right out of the arms of the defender, and it's a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. He became a defender on that one and stole that ball back for the 6 points.
Had him beat down the right sideline, and Ledbetter's throw was actually a little underthrown, and just a tremendous catch by Trayvon Heron for the touchdown, 51 yards. And Bryant, with 2:07 left in the first quarter, leads it 20-0, pending the extra point here by Brock Funk. Kick is up, and it is good.
Was that on the 49? Is that what that was on?
That was on the Bryant 49, and that play went 51 yards for a touchdown, and Bryant leads it 21-0 with 2:07 left to play in the first quarter. Who'd have thunk it?
Man.
Hornets have had the ball twice on offense and scored, and they've scored once on defense. Derrick Rose really set the tone for this game, jumping that little flare pass out to the flat pass to the right side and taking it to the house. And now the Bryant offense has taken two drives. First one went 8 plays, 90 yards. This one went 4 plays, 89 yards.
Which one has been the more dominant, offense or defense?
They both. Well, I'd say the offense actually. The defense has been good though. They've Fayetteville's moved the ball a little bit, but mercy sakes. Trayvon Heron, the senior deep threat, made a tremendous catch on that play.
And we have a good amount of fans up here.
It's a big crowd tonight. So these two teams both ranked in the top 5.
I think I believe it's 1 and 2.
1 and 3 actually.
1 and 3.
Yeah, Bentonville's 2. Kick is caught at the 1-yard line. This is Charbonneau, gets to the 20 and then steps out of bounds. Driven out of bounds by Kobe Melton. Ball at right at the 20-yard line. And now Fayetteville will try again. He's trailing 21-0.
I'm still in awe at that last offensive play. He just straight up stole that ball.
He did. He reached back for it and just took it out of the defender's hands. I'm not sure who was covering him, but they thought they had an interception. And next thing you know, Heron's headed to the end zone.
And Heron didn't even have the high point.
No, he didn't high point it. No, he caught it on stride. So trips to the right for Fayetteville, double wideouts to the left, and they've got an empty backfield, and now a man in motion, 2 of them in motion, as the running back Ingram joins him in the backfield. They had a man on the wing. Again, pressure, and he has to overthrow it as they bring it. Cottrell Wallace is living in Hank Gibbs' head.
God, he
really lowered the boom on him.
He is laying the wood onto Gibbs.
He's coming untouched from the left linebacker spot.
He's coming out. Got a new quarterback.
Gibbs is going to come out. He was shaken up on the play, and they're going to go with McLean, the running quarterback. But he comes in and has an empty backfield behind him. He will run. He will take off with it now. 4 receivers to the right. And it'll be a quarterback draw, and it's not going to get much as grabbing a hole. Well, he made a little yardage out of that. Nice play by Kennedy Miller in there on defense, who hit him first, but he was able to, with the help of his offensive lineman, get out to about the 23. So pick up of 3, and it's 3rd and 7 for Fayetteville, trailing 21-0 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, there wasn't so much McLean moving that; it's more like the scrum pile was able to get that.
It was the lineman. Quinn McLean. Looks like he wants to throw. Now he's under pressure against. Breaks the tackle. He's got a first down. And then he's driven down at the 37-yard line, 38-yard line by T-Bird Wilson.
Could have been another sack right there.
They were very close to getting another sack.
But this Hornet front 3, with the help of the linebackers, they're getting pressure on the quarterback almost every play.
1:12 left first quarter. And looks like McLean was a little shaken up on that tackle by Wilson, limping a little bit. Back to throw, under pressure again. Now he's being chased out the right side, and Cottrell Wallace drags him down for a loss back at the 31-yard line.
Man, Wallace is just being a
He's just faster than anybody on their team.
He is. It almost seems unfair. Yeah, I mean, he's already towering over a lot of the players, and then he's just doing what he wants out there.
Back at the 31, a loss of 7, and it's a 2nd and 17 for Fayetteville.
He's already being double teamed. You can't really afford another player out there to block him, because you're going to have 2 other defensive players that's going to be free to roam then. But, I mean, what do? He's just out there roaming that middle linebacker field, doing what he wants to do.
And now we have a penalty flag coming in on the near side, and a false start on Fayetteville. They'll move them back further.
So you're going to go from 2nd and 17 to 2nd and 22 with 15 seconds left to go in this quarter, and we're up 21-0.
It's a tremendous performance by this team. Wallace now comes off the field. They bring Kobe Melton in at the linebacker for Bryant. Land and Penfield in there at linebacker as well. Gibbs back in the game.
Showing blitz again.
Yeah, from the outside, it's Melton this time. They drop out of it. Still good pressure. He throws it over the middle, and
good.
Big hit by Penfield on the receiver was Tyler Barnes. Short gain on the play.
And Penfield just snuffed that out right over the center. That's the end of the quarter, but good job by Penfield snuffing that out and able to only pick up a minimal yards, 1 or 2.
No gain on the play.
No gain.
It's the end of the first quarter. Our score, Bryant 21, Fayetteville nothing. This is Hornet Football, brought to you by MM Productions.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
Quarter with Bryant leading it 21-0 over Fayetteville, and the Bulldogs facing a 3rd and 22 at their own 26-yard line. It has been a struggle for the Bulldogs. They've moved it some. The Bryant's defense has been really tough. Bryant's had 2 offensive drives over 85 yards. Gibbs back to throw, under pressure again, gets away from it, being chased by Miller, throws it down the field and incomplete. Well short of the intended receiver, and Fayetteville just cannot handle the Bryant blitz. That time coming off the blitz was, I didn't really see who it was that came from that offside, was pressuring him. I think it may have been Tristan Sahika. Be 4th and 22, and Richardson will be punting.
So Bryant's going to get good field position coming off of this punt. With Metters already sitting at the 36.
Oh, Wallace got close. Metters gives ground, catches the ball at the 36, and then is dragged down back.
He's still up, and he just fired.
Where are they going to mark his forward progress? At the 19. Heck of a punt.
Another good. That's 2 teams back to back that we've had tremendous punting from the opposing team.
Metters lost 7 yards, so Bryant will have to go over 80 yards again, but they've done it twice already. Leading at 21-0 early here in the second quarter at Fayetteville's Bulldog Stadium. Ball will be at the 19-yard line. Trayvon Heron in the game to the left. Schrader is the tight end on the right side with Metters. It looks like Drake Finley split out wide to the right. Adams alongside Austin Ledbetter. Metters in motion. Fakes the handoff, throws down the middle, and it's over the head of Schrader.
Just a duck came out of his
That
hand
time
here.
Fayetteville had some blitz going on, and it had a little pressure, knocked down Ledbetter. It'd be 2nd and 10 at the 19.
Yeah, that
Fayetteville's decided to try to mix things
Yeah,
up.
they're going to try the blitz as well.
So now watch for Ahmad Adams for a quick throw outside. Ledbetter to Adams, right side, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 25-yard line. Somebody hit him a little late. They're going to mark him at the 24.
His helmet came off. He's got to come off the field now.
5-yard gain for Ahmad, and it'll be Xavier Foote coming in to take his place on a 3rd and 5 at the 24. So the Hornets first. Fayetteville's defense has a chance for the first time to stop Bryant's offense. Ledbetter back to throw, under pressure, rolls out, and he's going to get the ball away just as he is knocked down. As the ball falls incomplete, and Bryant will be in a punting situation as Tyler Barnes, the linebacker, was putting the pressure on. Actually, he came from the secondary. And Bryant will be punting for the first time. Actually, I don't think they've punted much this season at all.
No, not really. I think this might be the second punt.
Ledbetter is the punter, and he's inside the 15. Connor Flanagan is set to receive it. He's back at his own 40. Should be really good field position for the Bulldogs. Hayden Schrader is the deep snapper. High snap, but Ledbetter gets it and brings it down and kicks it away. It's a short kick. Flanagan comes up to catch it on a fair catch at the 49 of the Bulldogs.
Just an end-over-end kick. I think if he would have just let that go the way that was spinning, would have got a good bounce for Fayetteville.
So the Bulldogs have the football at their own 49, trailing 21-0. With 11:03 left to play in the first half. Rob Patrick and Aaron Shuttleworth with you.
Gibbs is back out there.
Michael Gober is our producer tonight, and Jonathan Webb on the camera. Gibbs in the shotgun, double wideouts either side. Bryant has shown blitz. Wallace comes untouched, but he steps around him, and Gibbs has got room to run. 45-40, 35-30, and steps out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Cottrell's tapping on his chest saying, yep, that was my bad.
Took the wrong angle on him, and he sidestepped him. He came clean again, though.
He did, and had he not have stepped the other way, Gibbs would still be picking dirt out of his teeth as he was coming in hot.
23-yard run to the 29, the deepest penetration by the Bulldogs tonight. Ingram the setback. There's an option pitch, and Ingram is tripped up.
Nice.
Beautiful play by Penfield. Hart Penfield, the linebacker, came up, and Ingram tried to stop short, but Penfield did a good job of catching his heel and bringing him down, and now Ingram's limping a little bit after the loss.
Yeah, Penfield kind of went low, flipped him up, and then Zahika finished off the tackle.
2nd and 13. The ball is at the 32-yard line. Looks to the sideline for a play call. Straight drop back under some pressure. Gets the deep pass down the right, and it's beyond the intended receiver, Flanagan, who had a step on the defender. Looked like Rose was just a step behind him, but it was overthrown. It'll be 3rd down and 13 now. So that's one of those plays you run to try to open something up on a stop.
Yeah.
A little stop pass or something. Curl. You look like you're going to go deep, and you stop, come back to the ball.
Yeah, they'll play that one now and then see what happened out of it and come back to it.
Gibbs with double wideouts either side. Ball at the 32-yard line, rolling out under pressure. Gets away from one man, then is smacked down as he got his pass complete to Flanagan, and he breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and they finally get him out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah,
Hornets defender slipped down, And somehow Gibbs got that pass to Flanagan, and the ball is marked down at the 2-yard line, so 30 yards on the play.
But again, Hank Gibbs running for his life while throwing that on the run.
He got smacked down, and now they come with the jumbo package that they use. Defensive men in the game. Actually, they're not using the they got Kumwenda, their defensive end, at tight end, and now they're going to need a timeout. A little confusion about the alignment, and Fayetteville has to use its second timeout of the half. With 9:36 left to play in the first half. Bryant leading at 21-0, but Fayetteville on the cusp of the goal line. Once again, our broadcast is brought to you by Middleton Heat and Air and Farmers Bank and Trust. And for a DVD copy of tonight's game, go to mmproductions.com.
This season, the coaches are choosing one player for each game that has demonstrated awesome character traits.
Check that, mmproductions.net.
Tonight, the Jolly Board goes to
And this one might be one you'd want to have.
Yeah.
Hornets have looked great against a very good team. First and goal at the 2. Gibbs stays in at quarterback. He's got a strong right side with a couple of wide receivers on a wing. Flanagan, the lone wide receiver, to the left. Goes in motion. They give it to him on a little shovel pass. And he slipped down trying to cut back, and he's going to be right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he kind of slipped down again. Seen a lot of slippage down there on that end. But Terrell Wallace able to stop him. He's kind of, Wallace looks a little shaken up also.
Give him a yard to the 1. It'll be second and goal at the 1-yard line, and the Hornets would like nothing better than put together a defensive stand here. Again, Kumwenda is on the right tight end spot with double wings behind him. Gibbs sends Flanagan in motion. They fake that play, and now Gibbs runs it in and is smacked as he gets to the goal line, but gets in. Cameron Scarlett lowered the boom on him, and now Gibbs pops up and is celebrating his touchdown. 8:53 left to play in the first half, and Fayetteville is on the board, breaking a bit of a shutout streak for the Hornets. They shut out Bentonville West last week, and then held Benton to 14 points on week 0. Extra point attempt is on the way. Hold was a little off, and the kick was off to the left as they tried to punch it through there. The kicker is actually, I think that was Huxley Richardson that was into the extra point. And so Bryant leads 21-6. An extra point doesn't usually make that much difference, but when you're trying to grab some of the momentum back, you get a touchdown after all this time.
Well, in the past 2 out of 3 games, it's come down to 1 point too.
In this series, yes, indeed. And if that happens tonight,
yeah. Well, if it happens tonight, something has happened either on our defense side or they've worked out the kinks on their offense. Just a little score update. Rogers Heritage is playing at Fort Smith Southside. Southside is up 27-0 in the second. So another dominant performance by Southside.
Actually, that'd be Southside's looking for the first win. That's really that's an important win for game for them.
I don't see anything else in our conference right now.
So Richardson will kick it off.
Well, Cabot is up 14-0 against Benton. And a new Cabot offense.
Cabot Panthers not running the dead tee. It's a weird thing to see. I saw the junior high game last week. They were running the power I and
a little bit of
quarterback in the shotgun.
When was the last time you saw Cabot quarterback in a shotgun?
Here's the kickoff. It's a short one. It comes down at the 17 to Trayvon Herron. And he's back across the 30, 35, and almost to the 40-yard line. Nice return by Trayvon.
Good.
And the Hornets with good field position here as they try to strike back after Fayetteville gets on the board. Ball will be at the 39. And 8:46 left in the first half. Hornets leading at 21-6. Quarterback is junior Austin Ledbetter. He'll take the snap from Devin Pitts. Reese Dawson in there at right tackle now. Hand off to Adams around the left side. Has it sealed.
Good
50,
seal block.
45, 40, 35.
Another good block.
A block downfield from Trayvon Herron, and Adams is down inside the 25 to the 21-yard line.
Again, Trayvon Herron and Devin Pitts creating that big running lane for Maude Adams.
He is getting outside, and they can't handle it, basically. A 40-yard run. And obviously, I think Adams over 100 yards by now.
Yep.
Xavier Foote's in the game. His first carry over the left side. We're waiting for a block to develop, and he's cut down right at the 20-yard line. A good play by the cornerback, Tavion Williamson, to work off a block and hold him to a yard. It'll be a 2nd and 9 at the 20. Bryant trying to answer quickly here. Ledbetter has Foote in the backfield with him. Couple wideouts to the right. Foote again over the left side. Tucks it up under behind Ty Johnson and is going to get down to about the still scrum is going. And they haven't whistled it dead yet, and inside the 15.
They play until the whistle.
It goes to the 13-yard line, I believe.
Was that Foote? It was. So Maude Adams is sitting at 132 yards.
Already. How many carries?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 carries. Having a night.
I mean, it helps when you have a run of 27, 33, and 40.
Yeah. Ledbetter to Adams around the left side. Ahmad gets the first down inside the 10 and down close to the 5-yard line. He's a big one, 6'1", 235, and he's as big as some of these defensive linemen that Fayetteville has. They're going to call it the 8-yard line and pick up a 5 on the play and a new set of downs, 1st and goal.
So he's sitting on the 8. Is that where they're at?
Yep. Ledbetter. Same play to
Nice
Adams,
cut up, nice
left
cut
side,
up.
does a great job using his blockers and gets down to the 1-yard line before he's brought down.
Right at the 1.
Those of you who haven't heard, Ahmad is verbally committed to go to ASU. Make a lot of Red Wolf fans happy. He's a load with speed. Hits it again.
Walks
touchdown. They couldn't bring him down. A 1-yard touchdown run as Bryant drives 61 yards in 6 plays to answer the touchdown by Fayetteville. 6:45 left to play in the first half, and Brock Funk again will attempt the extra point.
Bryant, with as quick as Bryant scoring, it's not allowing the Fayetteville offense to catch their breath after the beating they've been taking the past couple drives against this Hornet defense, especially Cottrell Wallace.
Yeah. Our score is Bryant 28, Fayetteville 6 at 6:45 left to play in the second quarter. Halftime we'll have stats for you and more scores from other games, and we'll see if we can get a chance to. They didn't bring the Bryant band tonight, did they?
I thought they were bringing the pep band.
Yeah, it was March though. So we go to see if we can catch one of the coaches to come talk to us at halftime. One of the junior high coaches. The freshman team has been dominant so far. Got a big game coming up on Thursday. Always big when you play North Little Rock, but Bryant is 3-0 and has not allowed a point in 3 games so far.
That's just.
They outscored the opposition 94-0. So
they want to keep that goose egg up there on the defensive side.
No doubt. They'll be fired up, and it'll be at home, so it'll be great to have a good crowd. Kickoff by Funk to the 7-yard line. Back across the 25, and then driven down at about the 31-yard line. That was Barnes on the return.
And so he had his hand in there trying to rip that ball out. That had just been a demoralizing blow right there had he actually pulled that out in time.
No doubt. 6:39 left to play in the first half, and Fayetteville will have it again at their own 31.
They are getting good field position off the kicks. Other than that first drive where they started on the 1, which I still think it should have been on the 20.
Yeah. So Hank Gibbs is in at quarterback. Trips to the left side. He's got Ingram beside him. Back to throw. Going deep down the right side, and it is incomplete. Actually, the closest to catching that as he tried to get it to Barnes. Actually, that's Connor Flanagan again.
And Marion was the one coming off the backside of that ball. He was the one closest, and had he just been a step faster, would have picked that off.
2nd and 10 at the 31. I think that was Barnes, number 5. They misidentified him.
Yeah,
It might be
that was
Isaiah Sategna. I think that's who it is. They have 2 number 5s. One plays offense, one plays defense, and Sategna is the sprinter on the Fayetteville High track team. Gibbs back to throw, under some pressure, gets it away, and it's complete. Short gain as Dalen Land brings him down. They're going to mark him all the way out to the 37. Generous mark there.
Number 10, Dylan Cattell.
Land is leading in tackling right now, or tonight, but Wallace is leading on hitting the quarterback.
No doubt about that. 6 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 4 at the 37. PA said that was Dylan Cattell. Gibbs, empty backfield. Here comes the blitz. Avoids one man, but not the next one, as a sack by Rodrigo Martin at the 33-yard line. Can't block everybody.
Yeah, if Wallace isn't out there, there's going to be somebody else to take up his place.
Loss on the play of 4 yards, and it'll be 4th and 7 for Fayetteville back at the 33. And the punt will come from Huxley Richardson. Metters is back at his own 25-yard line.
He's already had 2 beauty of a punts tonight.
Yeah, so he's playing it deeper this time. Good kick again. Metters at the 25, takes the knee as he catches it, but secures it. Bryant will have it at its own 25, leading the ball game 28-6. Bob Patrick and Aaron Shuttleworth with you here at Bulldog Stadium. Thanks once again to Michael Gober and Jonathan Webb helping bringing this production to you. Hornets will be at the 25 with 5:14 left to play in this first half. They lead it 28-6. They scored on 3 of their 4 offensive possessions and have a defensive touchdown that Derek Rose came up with, a 45-yard interception return early in the ballgame to kind of set the tone.
And that last drive, we didn't do anything in the air. It was all on the ground.
Ahmad Adams already over 100 yards in this ball game. He's a setback. They give it to him over the right side.
Look
again,
at that
untouched
run.
Until he's in the secondary and brought down as he got to the 39, I believe. No, they're going to mark him at the 38-yard line. A good tackle by the cornerback coming up, but not before Ahmad was able to get ahead of steam and get a first down for Bryant.
Had he not have got that tackle, Ahmad would have gone for pay there because he had a great block over there on the right side.
Trips to the left. Again, they fake the Adams. Then they throw it down the middle and they tried to get it on a slant pass to Schrader, and it was behind him. 2nd down and 10 at the 38. Hayden catches that, and he's going to get the boom lowered on him there. It had a defender in his face.
How much was that yard that Ahmad run for?
13. And it's 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line. Ledbetter rolls to the left,
right here.
Gets a throw out to the sideline, and a great catch by Hayden Schrader.
And with some pass interference, too, able to bring that down.
And the defender's going, what am I supposed to be doing? He shrugs his shoulders at the sideline. What do I do?
Yeah.
Caught that one at the peak at the 45-yard line. 17 yards.
I'm trying to see the height of 22, but it's not on any of the stuff.
Ledbetter rolls right, throws in the right flank. Cutting against the grain is Schrader, but a good tackle made there by Barnes. And the ball will be at the 44. Just a 1-yard pickup on that play. 2nd and 9 for Bryant. But you know those kind of plays set something else up.
It does.
Ledbetter has double wideouts either side, the wide side of the field to the left, rolls that way, looking, has time, deep down the middle, and it is almost caught. It was behind Trayvon Heron, who had a step on the defender, but he had to come back and could not get back all the way to it.
Carson Jordan defending on the play. Pass was incomplete.
So it'll bring up down a third and 9 at the 44-yard line. The Hornets leading at 28-6, trying to add to that as River Gregory checks into the ball game for Miles Aldridge. It'll be Gregory and Heron to the right. Actually, it's going to be Heron and Metters to the right. Gregory and Schrader to the left. Ledbetter in the shotgun with Ahmad Adams to his left.
2 seconds.
Gets the snap away, rolls to his left, has room.
All the time in the world.
Down the middle, Heron, and again, it was a little behind him and is almost picked off on the deflection. It'll be a 4th down. 4th and 9 at the 44. Now the Hornets have shown a propensity to go for it on 4th down.
It looks like they are again.
Austin might have had room to run for that first down on that play, but he had an open Heron just threw it behind him a little bit. Now Adams is split out wide to the right with Heron, trips to the left. Ledbetter. Here comes a blitz. Rolls to the right, gets away from it, now throws it, and it's caught, but it's going to be a little short unless Heron can make some yardage.
I think he got it.
He got it on that line.
I think he got it.
Tremendous effort by Trayvon Heron there to get it to the 35.
Just that little bit of extra effort there, able to get that. You know, he needed 9 yards. He got 9.5.
So 4th down conversion for Bryant, and the Hornets on a 1st and 10. 3:32 left to play in the half, trying to add to a 28-6 lead. Ledbetter to Adams, takes it right side, outside.
Oh, look at that cut.
Gets close to another 1st down at the 25 or 26, depends on the mark here.
He
left somebody in the dust.
He had them on ice skates out there. That was just a cut like nothing else.
They're going to mark it right at the 25 and say it is a, what, 2nd down?
No, it's 1st down. They moved it.
Okay, 1st and 10 on a 10-yard run. All the 25, Ledbetter. Fakes the handoff, throws a little slant pass, and it's incomplete as Schrader tried to catch it in a kind of in a scrum there.
That was a weird.
He looked first at Miles Aldridge in the flat, and then threw it to Metters.
Yeah, he looked him off and just kind of threw a weird, almost like a shot put.
Flicked it in there. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Ledbetter in the shotgun has Aldridge on the wing. Fakes the handoff, now throws it outside, and Schrader drops it.
He was so
looking to
when he
run
dropped it
before he caught it. It'll be a 3rd and 10.
We saw that last week as well. He was so open, he just kind of dropped it. He turned his head before he was even in his possession.
So now 3rd down and 10 from the 25. We saw last week that Brock Funk hit a 43-yard field goal. This would be about a 42 from here. We'll see if he needs to. Ledbetter throws down the left side, and it's incomplete. A diving attempt at the goal line by Schrader to bring that one in, and it was underthrown. It'll be a 4th and 10, and we'll see if they go for it here from the 25 or if they'll send Brock Funk in to attempt a field goal. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Funk is not going out there. They're
4th and 10 at the 25, leading 28-6. Why not?
Yep. It's 4th down.
Trips out to the left. Empty backfield for Ledbetter. Adams and Heron off to the right. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Ledbetter throws. It's caught by Metters. He gets to the 15, 10, 5, and driven down at the 2-yard line.
Good cut by Metters on that play. Seeing that he's a little short of the 1st down, make that cut and almost takes it all the way into the end zone.
Got it at the 2, a 23-yard pickup, and it's 1st and goal. Adams alongside Ledbetter. He'll get the carry over the left side, hit at the line of scrimmage, but he drives it into the end zone, and Bryant increases their lead. Last week they were leading Bentonville West 35-0 at the half. And tonight, they're pending the extra point. They'll have Fayetteville down on their home field 35-6.
And there's still 2:46 left to go. I mean, if defense can get Fayetteville off the field again, we'd still get the ball back with a decent amount of time to maybe even put up another 7 points, and that would put us back to 35
Mercy
up, leading into the third.
Yeah,
It's just
Mercy ruled the first two opponents, and they have the distinct possibility of doing it again here in Fayetteville.
and how much that
It's 35-6 with 2:46 left to play in the first half. Mercy sakes.
not to be greedy, but how big does that big pass that or that big run that Gibbs did 3 drives ago for Fayetteville, and they actually scored on that one, come back? Because it could be 35-0 right now.
It could, yeah. 35-6. Bryant will kick it off. They've answered Fayetteville's touchdown with 2 more. Funk will tee it up at the 40-yard line. I wouldn't mind driving back to Fayetteville a little early tonight. Or back to Bryant.
I was telling Marielle, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be home till like 1 or 2. I'll leave the stadium at 10, and
It is Satania that's back deep with Charbonneau. This one's going to come down at the 10. Charbonneau picks it up at the 8, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. Nice play there by Jordan Hunter on the coverage. And a long field for Fayetteville here. They have a flag on the play. Ball's at the 16-yard line. See what the flag is. They're discussing. The officials are discussing.
oh no, we got somebody is hurt.
Is somebody on the sideline?
Yeah, somebody on the sideline. It was the I think it was either down marker or one of the yard markers.
One of the line crew there. So we have a little bit of a timeout here.
I think they're calling for the EMT.
Yeah, they probably knocked him clean out. 2:42 left to play in the first half. While they're, it looks like they may be able to get him up.
Yeah, he's sitting up now.
Yeah. When you're not expecting it and you get hit like that by some big boys like they're playing on the field today.
Yeah, he
it's
did.
tough.
He looks like they got
slow
right
getting
into
him up. He's getting on his feet now. They knocked his shoe off. May have knocked his senses flying as well. Godspeed to him. So they're helping him off the field.
Yeah, our photographer was down there, so we'll have to actually see what happened to him at the end of the game.
Yeah. Kevin Nagel here taking shots for BryantDaily.com. Once again, our broadcast here. Big thanks to Michael Gober and Jonathan Webb bringing it to you on mmproductions.net. That's where you can get DVDs of these games. And a lot of highlights in the first 3 so far.
So give you a little score update. Pine Bluff 0, Springdale Harbor 24. Benton has put up 14, but Cabot is still leading 17-14. That's in the second. And Fort Smith has pulled out another score, 35-0 against Rogers Heritage. That is in the second as well. So looks like they're going to have a quick game just about 50 miles south of us.
1st and 10 at the 16. Not everybody playing this week. Some people took their bye on the 3rd week, or right before conference. It's a handoff to Ingram. Kendrick Ingram is going to get 4 yards before he's spun down by Dalen Land. And Fayetteville will try to get out of here. Pick up a 4 to the 20, 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line. Ingram is kind of a scat back. Seen some good moves from him, very quick. Double wide out to the right. And Gibbs is going to try to throw it. Rolls to his right. Now he's going to run with it and get the first down out across the 25. Boy, they gave him a lot of yardage on that mark.
Man, they did.
Almost out to the 29. I swear he went out at the 26.
And I figure he would have, he went out of bounds, stopped the clock. I figure he would have given himself up, stay inbounds, keep the clock rolling, because the last thing you want to do is give Bryant the ball back.
2:04 left to play in the half. Bryant leading 35-6 here at Fayetteville. Trips to the left.
Oh, he wasn't
Quick
expecting
snap, but Gibbs handles it. Tries to roll out to his left under some pressure, gets the pass away, and it's complete to Charbonneau at the sideline. They mark him out at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, nobody moved as the snap of the ball. Bryant was kind of just standing there, and then Gibbs had the ball in his hand, but still able to pick up for 6-7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 36, 1:57 left to play.
7 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 3.
Gibbs will send 4 wide receivers to the right. Flanagan, the lone wide out to the left. Back to throw, short drop, throws it into a crowd, and it was almost a pick six for Cottrell Wallace. Timed it perfectly, he just didn't catch it.
Man.
Stepped in front of the defender, and he's banging his head for that.
Yeah, he should have had that one. What can Cottrell Wallace not do tonight? He's already had a solo tackle for loss, a lot of hurry up and knockdowns, a pass breakup now.
With Wade Brunfield in the game, had a hand on it as well, off the ricochet. 3rd and 3 at the 36. Bryant defense looking for a stop here and getting the ball back. Not sure what the timeout situation is. Now they're going to call a false start. 3 timeouts for Bryant?
Yeah, we haven't taken one, and trying to see on their board where their timeouts are. I think they have 1 left.
Yeah, they've used a couple. 1:51 left after the mark off before the false start. And it's a 3rd and 8 back at the 31-yard line. Gibbs looking to the sideline for a play call. Trips to the right side of the field. Double wideouts to the right. That's Charbonneau and Ingram. In the slot is Flanagan.
Is Cottrell going? Is he not going? Is he going? He's not
Stepping
going.
back. Under still pressure, Gibbs rolls left, throws against his momentum.
Oh, he
tipped pass, and it was caught by Ingram.
Wow.
Went off the offensive player, and Ingram got the ricochet.
Yeah, that bounced 15 yards in the air. That was just a lucky break for Fayetteville Bulldogs.
1st and 10 at the Bryant 33. 26-yard pickup. Gibbs to throw again, gets it out to Ingram, and he falls down and can't hang on to it as he rolls to the sideline. Clock stopped at 1:31.
I wasn't able to see who stopped that over there from that touchdown. I think it might have been Derek Rose. On the play beforehand.
2nd and 10 at the 33. Gibbs looks to the sideline. He has Flanagan in the backfield with him. Trips to the right, including the speedster Satania.
Clock is rolling down for him. 3 seconds.
Gets the snap away. Again, 3-man pressure, and it's
He's
gonna be a
down.
sack. He stepped up in the pocket, and Austin Bailey, while he was being blocked, just reached out and grabbed him for the sack. Strong man.
This is he's got a half sack already tonight, so another full one for him.
Now there's a timeout on the field. I didn't see who took it.
I can't see on their board where the timeouts are.
We do have a timeout here. It's going to be a 3rd and 12 for Fayetteville at Bryant's 35-yard line. After a kind of a fluke play, got them out of the hole. Bryant had him a 3rd and 8 and a 31. It appeared an incomplete pass, but it was on the deflection. It was caught downfield by Kendrick Ingram and got him into Bryant territory. His Hornets lead at 35-6 with 1:24 left to play in this first half. I'm assuming that was Fayetteville's timeout, but maybe not. If it was, it's their final one. Team's back on the field. Gibbs in the shotgun with double wide out to either side. The wide of the side of the field to the right. Flanagan is in the slot on the left side. Here comes the blitz. Gibbs steps up, throws deep down the left side. Well covered and intercepted. Caleb Knox with the interception in the end zone. Had the inside position. Kyle Knox, that is. I'm sorry. Kyle got the interception in the end zone.
That leaves us 1 minute, 17 seconds to drive 80 yards to hopefully put up 7 points. Get that lead to 35 over.
1:17 left in the half. Ball will be at the 20. I don't see where the timeouts are listed there.
Yeah, I don't see them either.
Bryant at least has 2. So we'll see how this goes. Still got 3?
We have 3.
So that last one was Fayetteville's. Ledbetter with Adams alongside. Double wide outs either side. Rolls left, right, throws it, and hit it taking a knee as he caught it was Drake Finley at the 25-yard line.
Ledbetter's pass complete to number 5, Drake Finley.
Finley makes the catch. Bryant hustles to the line of scrimmage, running the 2-minute offense now. 2nd and 5 at the 25. Clock down under a minute. Ledbetter sends Adams out wide to the left.
So he's covering him.
Trips to the right, double wide outs to the left. Ledbetter looking that way. Now pump fakes and is tackled for a loss. Sack made by the defensive end. That was Dylan Osborne. So now
only the 2nd time that he's been hit tonight. First negative yard play tonight for the Hornets.
3rd and 8 at the 22. Clock down to 19 seconds, so maybe one last play. They need to snap it, and they could just take a knee.
Yeah, they're not using any of the timeouts. Probably
1 second differential. Adams with the handoff over the left side and is going to be stopped short of the 25-yard line. And they never do bring him down. But that's going to be the end of the first half. Our score at halftime, the Bryant Hornets 35, the Fayetteville Bulldogs 6. This is Hornet Football, brought to you by mmproductions.net.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
Through 2.5 games, the Bryant Hornets have outscored the opposition 115 to 6. Oh no, to 20. 115 to 20 so far. We're at halftime here at Fayetteville Bulldogs Stadium, and Bryant leads at 35 to 6 over the Bulldogs. Number 1 beating up on number 3 here. Hornets to start conference play next week. We'll be back up in Northwest Arkansas to play the Northside Grizzlies in a rematch of the state semifinals last year. The upstart Grizzlies did a tremendous job last year to get to that semifinal round before Bryant was able to knock them off. Head to the state championship game for the first time. Hornets won that game 28-7 at home. Elsewhere in the conference tonight, let's see, where do I have that marked down here? Got Bryant at Fayetteville, and then Rogers is playing at Parkview. Well, that's the West teams. Benton's at Cabot, as we mentioned. Rogers Heritage is at Fort Smith Southside, and Little Rock Catholic's playing up at Jonesboro. So a few of the teams have the night off, including Northside, getting ready for the Bryant Hornets. The mighty Bryant Hornets, ranked number 1 in the state, defending state champions, and leading here at Fayetteville 35-6 at halftime. I'm Rob Patrick. With me is Aaron Shuttleworth. Our producer is Michael Gober, and Jonathan Webb on the cameras for us tonight, and we appreciate their work here at Bryant Stadium. As I mentioned, the Bryant freshman team having a great start to the season. They have shut out all 3 of their opponents, including last night. They went over to Lake Hamilton against a good Lake Hamilton team and beat them 36-0. So the Hornets doing well. Of course, the 8th grade teams are both undefeated so far as well. So the Bryant football program is healthy by any standard. Bryant Blue won last night. Let's see, they won 40-0 at Lake Hamilton, and Bryant White went up to Conway Blue and won 20-12. So both of those 2 teams are 2-0. Conway White will be the opponent for Bryant White next week, and North Little Rock comes to Bryant to play both the 8th grade game against the Bryant Blue and the freshman game against the Bryant freshman team. So Aaron has been working here on the statistics. There you go.
I'm good to go.
Aaron's got stats.
On the offensive side tonight, Austin Ledbetter is where am I thinking? He is 9 of 19, 9 of 18 for 144 yards. Receiving those, Trayvon Heron, 2 receptions, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. Jake Metters, 2 receptions, 32 yards. Hayden Schrader, 3 receptions, 37 yards. And River Gregory, 1 reception, 10 yards. And Drake Finley, 1 reception of 5 yards. On the ground, might as well just call this the Ahmad Adams game. 15 carries, 171 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
Xavier Foote came in for a couple plays, just give him a break. He's 2 carries, 8 yards, and Ledbetter is 2 carries for a -3. The only 2 times that he has been hit, 1 for a sack of 3 yards. The other one was no gain. On the defensive side, Austin Bailey, 1.5 sacks. Rodrigo Martin, 1 sack. David Shiflett, 1 assist. Dalen Land, 5 solo. Catrell Wallace, 1 solo, 1 tackle for loss, 1 knockdown, 1 pass breakups, and has hit the quarterback, if not a sack or a tackle for loss, 4 times tonight. So the hurry-ups are 4 right now. Kyle Knox, 1 assist, 1 interception. Rose has 1 pick 6, 1 interception for a touchdown. Tamarin Wilson, 2 solo. Austin Schrader, 1 solo. Tristan Sahika, 2 assists, 1 hurry up. Hart Penfield, 1 solo, 1 tackle for loss, and Colby Melton has the other half sack. But one stat that I do like, I didn't want to say it at all during the first half, was there has been 0 laundry on the field for Bryant so far tonight.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
Especially now that you mentioned it.
I know, that's why I didn't want to say it during the first half. But yeah, other than that one drive that Fayetteville had where they scored and the fluke play that ended up gaining 30-something yards, this defense has done whatever they wanted to do against this Fayetteville Bulldog team.
You know, in the pregame, Bryant head coach Buck James told me that, if they were in a track meet with Fayetteville would win because they're so fast. I've seen only 2 players that are faster than anybody Bryant has, and that's Ingram, the running back, and then the wide receiver, Satania. Otherwise, Bryant is faster at just about everything.
Yeah, and this, honestly, I wouldn't even put this as a track meet. There hasn't been a lot of speed, but it's been more like a boxing match because we've just been
some slugging. Gibbs
has been on the ground.
He's taking
80% of the time tonight. He's constantly picking himself up. He's had to be pulled out of the game once already just because he got the wind knocked out of him, and just Catrell Wallace has just been all over. He's going to be seeing 88 in his dreams tonight if it continues on like this.
Well, Both teams have blitzed tonight, but Bryant has been much better at it.
Yeah.
Much better at picking it up, too. The Bryant offensive line, despite having 3 sophomores on the offensive line for much of the game.
And this has been the most blitz happy I've ever seen the Hornets.
You know, and I think that may be triggered by whether or not there's a back in the backfield to try to pick up a blitzer from the outside, because that's where Wallace is coming.
Yeah, and he's not down, he's staying up, he's just kind of roaming back there in that linebacker position, and then he'll move over to the defensive end, or hitting off the corner defensive end area. He's just coming from every direction. If he's not coming off the edge on a swim, he's coming right up the middle, ripping through the tackle and the guard.
And they're not touching him.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going in untouched.
The only time that he hasn't laid Hank Gibbs out was when Gibbs was able to sidestep.
Yeah, he laid him.
He started looking for him.
yeah,
obviously.
And after that, even Cottrell, was tapping on his chest like, yeah, that was my bad. I should have had that one.
Should have broke down instead of coming right at him.
Yep.
But nonetheless, a tremendous defensive stand for the Hornets. We'll go through the scoring for the first half. Fayetteville came out, and the opening kickoff, the man who was returning it, I think it was Satania, slipped down as he caught it at the 1 yard line. We thought he stepped into the end zone, but they marked him down at the 1 yard line.
I don't think there's think about it. He did. He caught the ball with his left foot in the end zone, but I don't know. Maybe since his right one was out.
Well, if the ball wasn't in the end zone,
but I thought with high school, if any part of you was
the
in,
ball.
Is the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they marked it at the 1, but Fayetteville came right out and hit a big 43-yard completion from Hank Gibbs to their star receiver Connor Flanagan. Get him out of the hole. They threw another pass for 7 yards, and then throwing a swing pass. Gibbs was trying to throw the exact same pass he had before to his speedster Ingram. Only the first time they went to the left side and picked up 7 yards. The second time they went to the right side, and there was Derrick Rose to pick it off in stride and take it back 45 yards for the first score of the night.
Yeah, got a little greedy, just instantly back-to-back of the same play, just switching sides, and Rose snuffed it out and able to pick ease, and, nobody was in his way. He just
Well, they had 3 guys out there to block for Ingram, but not before the ball was thrown.
Yeah.
And Rose sniped right through and got him. The Fayetteville had a pretty good drive after that, got it out close to midfield before they had to punt. Bryant started at their own 10-yard line and drove 90 yards in 8 plays on their first offensive drive of the night. The touchdown was a 9-yard run by Ahmad Adams, who, as Aaron said, has 171 yards rushing in the first half.
Yeah,
so it was 14-0, and the ball game was just halfway through the first quarter. Fayetteville's next drive stalled out at midfield again and punted the Hornets back to the 11. This time it took only 4 plays to go 89 yards. The big play was a 33-yard run by Ahmad Adams, and then a circus catch by Trayvon Heron on a deep pass down the right sideline for the 51-yard touchdown. And it was 21-0 before the quarter was out. Bryant's, the 2 teams exchanged punts, and the Hornets gave up a touchdown that was keyed by a long run by the quarterback, Hank Gibbs. One of those times he sidestepped the blitz, and he eventually scored from 1 yard out. Bryant came right back, and scored as Adams took it in from the 1. And later, that made it 28-6. Bryant had another drive that went 75 yards, and Adams scored his 3rd touchdown from 2 yards out to make it 35-6, and that's where we are. We're at halftime. The Hornets lead at 35-6 over Fayetteville. This is Hornet Football, brought to you by mmproductions.net.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
Bulldogs marching band doing the halftime show here at Fayetteville High School, Bulldog Stadium. Stadium was here when I went to high school here back and graduated in 1974. Don't mind telling you my age, but it has been renovated quite a bit. A few added workout areas, and they've really done a good job of sprucing it up. A brand new press box on the far side. I was telling somebody that where this used to be the home side press box, and they were going, really? It's not as nice as it used to be.
See, that right there dated how long this press box has been here.
Yeah, it's an old stadium, but they've done a pretty good job of sprucing it up a little bit. And we are here at halftime with Bryant leading at 35-6. Rob Patrick, Aaron Shuttleworth with you here at Bulldog Stadium. You looking up some scores there for us?
Yeah, I got some scores here.
How about the Jonesboro game? They're playing against one of the West teams, I think.
Let's see.
It's Catholic.
It's Catholic.
We'll take whatever you got there.
Yeah, let's see. Let's start.
How about Benton and Cabot? How are they doing?
Benton, it's at halftime. Benton 21, Cabot 17. So they've came back.
That's a big game for Benton. They've lost 2 games and they need a win.
Yeah, we'll see. Southside 35-0 at half. So nothing's really changed there.
Rogers Heritage has got to be the worst 7A team in the state.
Pine Bluff 0, Springdale Harbor 24. That's at half. I'm trying to see what else they've got. They've got a lot of just no scores yet.
Yeah. But no Catholic in Jonesboro.
I'm not seeing any score for them yet.
Okay. Well, Jonesboro took a tough loss against Conway last week, so they're looking to bounce back, and we're trying to figure out how good Catholic might be.
Here's an interesting one. We've got Rogers and 7A school playing Little Rock Parkview, a 5A school.
Yep.
Rogers 7, Parkview 21.
Oh my. Well, some interesting games. There was a good game against from a couple of really good teams, Arkadelphia and Pulaski Robinson. You got anything on them?
I'll have to find that. I did just see one. It's halftime at Valonia at BB. Valonia's got 50.
Uh-oh.
They're just
rough
just
rough
airing
season
that out
for BB.
Yeah. What game you're talking about?
Robinson and Arkadelphia. 2 very good teams.
Find that. Robinson is Camden Fairview.
Oh, they're playing Camden Fairview this week.
Robinson's up 12-6 at half.
We'll look for those and see if we can come up with them. We'll take another time out here and get you ready for the second half. Bryant has been all Bryant in the first half. They lead Fayetteville 35-6 at halftime. This is Hornet Football, brought to you by mmproductions.net.
Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
A nice halftime show by the Fayetteville High School band here at their home ball game against the Bryant Hornets. They're trailing it, however, 35-6, much to the shock of the fans on the far side. Must be having some kind of alumni night or something. They've got a big tent with some very nice tables set up down at the north end of the end zone as the Bulldog band closes out its halftime show. Obviously, they're well tooled for their competition season.
Yeah.
They've got all the props and everything out there. And, of course, the legacy of Bryant has been working on theirs, too. So the next time we're at home, which will be against Little Rock Central on October 5th, we'll be able to enjoy that. We got, actually, it's against Little Rock. I've got my schedule wrong, but I think it's against Catholic on the 28th.
Yeah.
We'll see them. No, that'll have to be in October as well. I'm all confused. We'll figure it out somewhere along the line. But Bryant is leading at 35-6 here at halftime. You get any other scores there?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull some of this up.
Our thanks to Fearless Friday for providing scores for everybody in the state who's broadcasting the games. Everybody checks that out. As we mentioned, next week the Hornets will be playing at Fort Smith Northside, and the Northside Grizzlies taking this week off to get ready. Of course, Fayetteville had last week off to get ready for Bryant, and hasn't gone so well for them so far. They had started the season with a 64-0 win and then lost 19-51. So they've been kind of schizophrenic, and it looks like it's every other weekend because Bryant's up 35-6 here at halftime as they get ready for the second half. Aaron, what do you think we'll see in the second half? Fayetteville do anything different, you think?
I mean, the main thing they got to do is they have to always know where number 88 is. They have to have a body on Contrell Wallace, because if not, he's just gonna keep doing what he's doing. As for what Bryant needs to do, offensive-wise, they've looked good. They've only had a punt once, I believe. Defense has definitely looked stifling, giving up a few big plays, only one scoring drive. You can tighten up a little bit of missed tackling, especially when we're getting so close to Gibbs, in the backfield. He's just slipping through. He's either cutting one way or just juking a little bit. We're kind of overshooting. We're kind of going for a big hit rather than just able to wrapping him up and bringing him down for the sack or for the loss. You don't have to have that big hit every time. It definitely looks good. It looks good on paper, especially since we're up in Fayetteville. We know that there's possibility of some scouts looking at the talent that we have, but just the fact of bringing them down, that's good enough. But missing a few targets, the passing hasn't been as crisp as I would like. He's only 9 of 14, so that could be a little bit better. But running-wise, the running game is strong, especially the run blocking. The blocking has been one of the best things I've seen so far tonight. Whether it's Devin Pitts coming off a seal block and just able to get Ahmad out there, or even with Trayvon Heron blocking downfield, able to let Ahmad get that big yardage. So the blocking is what I've been honestly the most impressed with tonight for the run game.
And again, that offensive line has been, for the most part, three sophomores on that offensive line. Will Diggins, Jason Shiflett, and Brooks Edmondson. Devin Pitts has gone most of the way at center, I think all the way. Ty Johnson has been there at right guard, and we've seen Reese Dawson in the ball game as well.
You got the team out there, and the band wasn't even done yet.
Yeah,
the band is on the field.
Welcome to Stanford. What was that game at Cal?
So it was I know it was Cal.
Stanford's band was on the field. It was at Stanford.
So
anyway,
so Marielle, she went to Cal Berkeley. She's graduating from Cal Berkeley, and I was like, that's one of the biggest things.
Probably never heard of it.
And she was like, what?
That's Mrs. Shuttleworth there, just newly Mrs. Shuttleworth, and again our congratulations to the newlyweds. It's going so good so far.
Oh yeah, going
good.
Great.
We're at halftime. It's 35-14 or 35-6. Bryant leading Fayetteville, and they put a couple more minutes on the clock, or on the side halftime clock. So
of course.
Yeah, they always have to. We'll take another time out here and come back with the second half in just a moment. This is Bryant Hornet football on mmproductions.net.
Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
So the Bryant Hornets leading 35-6 here at Fayetteville, and the Hornets have mercy ruled their first two opponents, as Bentonville West and Benton. And they're in position to do that again. They get the ball to start the second half. And with a touchdown, they will, and an extra point. They need the extra point. Let's see, it'll be 41. No. Just need to get a touchdown. Brock Funk has been great on the extra points, so we'll take it.
The wind has definitely picked up in the past 5 minutes, really, especially since halftime.
We've had rain in the area, so.
That flag is, horizontal now. There's not flags on the goalpost, but there's, American flag at the north end zone.
We'll see. The Hornets have certainly run the ball well, as Ahmad Adams has 171 yards and 3 touchdowns just in the first half.
Yeah, and that's
Fayetteville has not been able to contain him at all, especially when he gets outside.
And that's off 19 running plays.
Yeah.
19 running plays total.
Yeah. Adams only has, like, what you said, 13?
15. Yeah, 15.
15 carries, 171 yards, and he's not done yet.
Yeah.
Hornets will receive the kickoff. Back deep will be Miles Aldridge and Joseph Young and Trayvon Herron.
As for first downs, it's even, 8 apiece.
It's just kind of misleading, isn't it?
Yeah, and our biggest play of the night is the 51-yard touchdown.
Trayvon Herron.
To Trayvon Herron. But we've had a few big plays. Yeah, big plays.
Some chunks.
51 yards, 40 yards, 21 yards, 27 yards, 33. So we're picking up yardage in big chunks, but also we're just doing a little bit of, ground game on the shorter end, too.
I think the Hornets came ready to play.
I believe so.
And we're ready for the second half kickoff as Huxley Richardson has it teed up. Herron back in the middle, and looks like it's going to come down to Aldridge at the 14. Back across the 20, Miles to the 30. Cuts outside, 35, and is tripped up there. Brought down at the 34-yard line as he tried to break it outside. Good speed.
Yeah, good speed. He outran his blocking. He had to slow down and peel out to the left side.
So the Hornets with a 35-6 lead have the football here to start the second half at Fayetteville. And this will be a score throughout the state that will get people's attention. Although the Hornets were favored, nobody favored them by this much.
Yeah, no, I saw that we were favored by 9.
Yeah. Edmondson and Johnson on the right side. Pitts is the center. Diggins and Shiflett on the left side. Here is Adams, the first time carry, and he is dragged down. And he just could not hit him about the line of scrimmage, and he is able to get out to the 40-yard line. So a pickup of 6 by the big running back for Bryant. 2nd and 4. This time a fake to Adams. Throws in the middle.
My goodness.
All the way. Miles Aldridge was wide open down the middle. A great fake to Adams. And the Hornets have the mercy rule in effect.
They had to honor Adams on the run play. They just didn't have anybody covering.
I think that's a first varsity touchdown for the junior Miles Aldridge.
Yeah.
He spent much of last year hurt. And he goes 60 yards with that one. A little 15-yard pass down the middle, and nobody knew he was out there.
Yeah, 15-yard pass ended up being a 60-yarder.
So with 11:17 left in the third quarter, the Brock Funk extra point makes it Bryant 42, Fayetteville 6.
Let's get that clock running, boys.
Who'd have thunk it?
And that just quieted.
Well, the band was all doing their thing over there, and everybody was getting fired up. They got a whole section over there to our right of Fayetteville high school kids, and it's pretty quiet over there.
There ain't a peep coming out of it.
They're all on their feet pretty much, though, and that's a credit to them. Fans of the stands on the far side have thinned out a little bit too.
Yep, and you figure a good amount of Bryant fans traveled up here, especially with the Razorbacks playing here tomorrow. So you figure you get if you're going to go to the game tomorrow night,
might as well come
to the game
Hornets
and see the Hornets. Yeah.
So Funk will tee it up and get ready for the kickoff.
Deep Bulldogs, Kate Turner and Isaiah
Satania and Turner deep. And they kick it off. And it's in the end zone. So Brock Funk gets the touchback, and Fayetteville, I guess the wind is blowing behind his back. It's rolling in from the south. Pretty good clip. Fayetteville will have their first series of the second half. And the clock is not rolling, so.
Well, I think with the change of possession.
There, sportsmanship rule, and gets a big cheer from the Bryant fans.
As you can tell, we're sitting right above the Bryant fans over here.
So 3 games and 3 sportsmanship rules games.
That's a nice percentage right there.
That's pretty good. And no one figured it tonight. And we have a new quarterback in the game for Fayetteville. Fakes a handoff, throws it outside, nearly picked off, and then making the tackle as he almost caught the pass.
Can you?
And it was Kobe Melton.
Can you imagine if he would have intercepted that? Because if he would have got that, he would have scored.
The ball is marked at the 24, so a 4-yard pickup. The quarterback is
so that was 27.
Owen McCone, a sophomore.
I didn't see many quarterbacks with in the high 20s number.
That means they used him in other positions. Gives it over the left side. This is Ingram getting outside. Picks up a block and then is sandwiched as he gets across the 30 as Wilson and Knox bring him down. Kyle Knox at the 33. Pickup of 9 that time for Ingram.
So I don't know if y'all could pick that up over our mics, but their PA system called him T-Bird as well.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've ever heard the opposing. I don't even know if I've heard our team call him T-Bird over the loudspeaker. Got to get on that, Scarlett.
Here is Ingram on a delayed handoff, tries to break it outside, and Kobe Melton just drags it. No, that was Cameron Scarlett, speaking of the witch.
Yep.
Brings him down after a pickup of 1 yard.
It's already past 9.5 on the clock, so.
Awesome. So what time is it on the actual clock?
Let's see, in real time, it's only 8:48.
All right. Once again, the quarterback is a sophomore, Owen McCone. Bryant showing blitz, so he changed the play. Here they come. Sealed it on the left side for Ingram. He gets around the corner and gets out across the 40.
Just short.
Wallace and Sahika brings him down at the 41-yard line, maybe the 42.
Sahika and Wallace on the tackle.
And they're going to outside the 41, so we'll give him to the 42. It's 3rd and a long 1. Bryant leading at 42-6. The mercy rule is in effect, and Fayetteville has the football with a sophomore quarterback McCone in the ball game. Bryant kind of beat up the 2 first and second string quarterbacks. 8:24 and counting left in the 3rd quarter. McCone with double wideouts either side. Gives it up the middle to his running back Ingram, and he powers his way out across the 35 to the 37. Hats off to Cameron Ingram for still fighting. He made some yardage after first contact on that play.
Yeah, that was just all second effort right there, and he actually drugged Tristan Sahika 2-3 yards before he was able to bring him down.
New running back in the game, Majah Holiday. Cone to Holiday, right up the middle into a wall. And the offensive linemen are trying to push him, but then now Bryant's pushing back, and the ball will be marked at the 49. As
Marion had him wrapped up.
Holiday picks up 2. 2nd and 8. Kind of a buzz throughout the stadium.
Yeah, it's very quiet. Just nobody's making any noise. No band. No. We don't have our pep band up here, so it's just kind of a eeriness to it.
McCone again up the middle to Holiday, runs full tilt into the wall again. The offensive line gives him a couple of yards to the Bryant 48, giving 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 5.
So we just got let's see, we got Andy Scott rolling in, number 97 for the Hornets.
And I think that's Jameel Harris there. Or it may be Andy. Sorry, Jameel's another number. Jameel's 98. Back to throw is McCone, looking under some pressure. Now he's going to roll out to the right. Jumps and throws it. Got a man on the sideline as he got creamed by Wallace. And Flanagan takes it up the field to get a 1st down. The ball is marked at the Bryant 33, so pick up a 15 on the play, and a 1st and 10.
Again, Wallace hit another quarterback.
Yeah, lowered the boom again. Good job by McCone to get rid of that ball. 1st and 10. Bryant playing with a 42-6 lead, clock down to 6:06 in the 3rd quarter. McCone over the right side to Holiday, and he's going to get yardage down close to the 30.
He ran right into Wilson, or Wallace, I mean.
Give him 2 yards to the 31. 2nd and 8. Bryant still with many of their starters in on offense. So Knox is at one corner, Schroeder and Wilson at the safeties, and Rose on the other corner. Here's a draw play, and a great play by Cubby Melton.
He almost took the hand off himself.
Yeah, he was in there with a shot and brought him down. Holiday was able to get ahead for a yard to the close to the 30. And it's 3rd and 7. Looking to the sideline for a call. We're down to 5 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. And Ingram's back in there at running back with the sophomore McCone at quarterback. Double wide out to the side. Got their first team receivers in. McCone to throw, a little outside route, and he gets it in through there. Despite Schroeder's almost picking it off, he gets it complete to Dylan Cattell.
He almost jumped that route right in time, but just a little bit behind.
8 yards on the completion and a 1st down at the Bryant 22. McCone, the sophomore quarterback, back to throw again. Here's the blitz. He gets it away, and it's beyond everybody down the middle of the down the seam. He had a receiver down the sideline. He just got rid of it when he saw the blitz coming, and it's 2nd and 10 at the 22. Clock doesn't stop when it's in the sportsmanship rule when the pass is thrown incomplete, so we're down to 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Bryant, we're leading it 42-6. McCone looking to the sideline for a play. He's got trips to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Ingram alongside him. Straight drop back, looking to throw down the middle, and it's caught by Flanagan for a touchdown.
Yeah, good little post pattern right there for the Bulldogs.
22 yards on the score. And Fayetteville fans happy for that. And it was about 3 minutes and 34 seconds when that happened as the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, the only time it will stop is whenever there actually is a change of possession. So until there is a kickoff and Bryant has the ball in their hands, the clock will keep running. So you're still looking at another minute probably until then.
Yeah. Richardson will attempt the extra point. He missed one earlier. Low snap, but good job getting it on the tee, and they get the kick through. So our score, with under 3 minutes left in the third quarter, Bryant 42, Fayetteville 13. This is Bryant Hornet football, brought to you by mmproductions.net. And the Hornets will receive the kickoff here. This clock continues to roll. And we've got Trayvon Heron back deep. Miles Aldridge is off to one side, and on the far side, it is Joseph Young, three of Bryant's fastest players. And we'll see if Richardson kicks it off or tries something onside or something. This will tell you how much Fayetteville feels defeated.
Yeah,
feels like they can make a run at it.
It's been a minute and a half since the field goal, or since a PAT.
And he kicks it off. It's going to come down this time to Joseph Young. And it hits.
That's a live ball,
and
boys.
The ball is on the ground, and it's picked up, I think, by Heron. And the ball will be at the 21, and Bryant will have it.
So it was 2 minutes from the PAT to now. So I said 1 minute, but it was actually 2 minutes. So it's 1:39 left in the third.
It's gone quickly.
And that was all 3 plays for Bryant, and the rest was
Fayetteville.
It was 2 plays for Bryant,
and
the rest was all Fayetteville. Yeah.
Looks like the Hornets have their starters, most of their starters in the ball game.
Yeah.
Ledbetter continues. Xavier Foote's in at running back.
I'd say Ahmad probably is done for the night. He's ticking close to 200.
Yeah. And they'll give Xavier Foote a chance up the middle. He's hit after picking up a yard or two. Give him one to the 22-yard line.
Sitting at 204 in the air total tonight, 180 on the ground.
And 171 of that by Ahmad Adams. Actually 177, I guess. He had a 6-yard gain in the first play of the second half. And then a touchdown pass to Miles Aldridge. Here's Foote again, breaks the tackle in the backfield, and then is brought down for a loss of a yard, or might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
This will probably be the end of the third. I don't think they'll
30 seconds left in the quarter.
I don't think they'll snap it again.
They haven't started the 40-second clock, so no, they'll let this run out. And we'll be going to the fourth quarter with Bryant leading Fayetteville 42-13. I'm Rob Patrick. With me is Aaron Shuttleworth. And this is a production of mmproductions.net. That's where you can get DVD copies of tonight's game. Back in a minute.
Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, our commitment is and always will be to the community. Our loan officers are your supporters, your cheerleaders, your fans, your neighbors. And we're proud to cheer on our Bryant Hornets. For more information on Farmers Bank and Trust, stop by our conveniently located office or visit myfarmers.bank.
At Middleton, we're here to be the best for you. Servicing and replacing more air conditioners than anyone in Arkansas, and voted best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
Fourth quarter here with the clock running. Bryant, for the third time in 3 games this season, has a mercy rule lead. It's 42-13 as Fayetteville scored here in the third quarter. Austin Ledbetter still the quarterback. And he's going to throw here on 3rd down. Rolls out to his right under some pressure, gets it away, and he throws it into the sideline incomplete, and the Hornets will be punting it away.
Have we ever had the mercy rule against us?
Yes.
We have. I can't remember when.
Yeah, we have. I can't remember when, but
Maybe not since.
it's been a while.
I'm gonna say, I don't know if I was playing or while I was calling, but I know it's been a minute.
Well, I don't know. It might have not been in effect when the Hornets got that far behind before.
So I know back before I moved here, like during the 80s and
Yeah.
early 90s, I know
Yeah,
it was,
they didn't have the
this is not the
sportsmanship
team
rule
that we
then.
had then, yeah.
No. So Ledbetter's back inside his 10 to punt it away. Flanagan is at the 45, ready to receive it. It's a short kick, end over end. We'll see what kind of bounce it takes. It takes a Bryant bounce. 50, 45, and the Hornets will down it at about the 42, 41-yard line.
So, had a one play in the fourth quarter there.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for Fayetteville at the 41. We'll see if they continue. They should probably continue with their sophomore quarterback. Bryant has roughed up their first
Yeah.
two quarterbacks. They ran, who was it, their second stringer in there, Quinn McLean.
Yeah, for a little
And
bit.
he went down hard and came up limping. We haven't seen him since then. And the quarterback that started, Hank Gibbs, has really had to persevere through some tough hits. Handoff straight ahead and a tackle made immediately. Good job in there by Austin Bailey, and David Shiflett as the running back that time was a new running back we haven't seen. That was 15, Conley Hudson.
And you're talking about keeping the sophomore out there because no matter how bad one team is beating the other, at the end of it, this game really doesn't matter when it comes to playoff contention.
Oh, sure.
It doesn't
sure.
go on your record at all, so no need to get your starter and your star beat up any more than he has to.
Sure. Of course, Hornets have called off the blitz. Here's another handoff to same running back, or was that? That time they brought in Holiday again, and he runs it hard up to the 46, 4 yards there, and it's 3rd and 5 there. Kyle Green made the tackle.
Yeah,
Hornets
Green making the stop. Playing
still
on.
have most of their starters back in the ball game.
Yeah, but like you said, calling off the blitz, calling off the dogs. Still showing it, but they're backing out of it.
McCone fakes a handoff, looks to throw now under some pressure. He bails out, throws it against the grain. It's almost picked off by Rose again.
Got a flag.
And a flag comes in from the near side.
So will this be Bryant's first? It's kind of thrown in a weird area.
Yeah,
so.
it was away from the ball. The near side judge made the call.
I think they're saying decline, so it looks like it's going against Fayetteville.
Head linesman still discussing it. They put the ball at the original line of scrimmage, and the punt unit, ineligible receiver downfield, and the Hornets will decline that.
Yep.
And it'll be 4th and 5 at the 46. And Huxley Richardson will come in to punt it away. Jake Better standing at about his 20-yard line to receive the punt. As the Hornet defense gets a 3 and out on that one.
Fayetteville has a player coming in late. We had somebody. What was he doing? I'm all confused.
Clock continues to roll. We have less than 8 minutes and a half left in the game. And here's Richardson going to take off and run with it. And he'll get a first down on a fake. And then he's punished by Kyle Green. And I think a flag came flying in, and Kyle probably got some face mask there.
Yeah, he ripped his helmet off, but so they called off the dogs on going towards the punt, and he saw that it was totally open, so he went for the run. You know, I think we were being generous on not going after the punt, but let's see what we do now because
It's okay.
Yeah.
They're not going to come back.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, we were doing the generous thing of not going after him.
Right.
Now you kind of poke the bear.
If you say so, sir. 7:50 left to play, and it's still rolling.
And that was the first penalty of the night for the Hornets.
Ball's at the 26 of Bryant. Fayetteville has scored here in the second half after the mercy rule went into effect. McCone, the sophomore quarterback, still in the game. They also have the sophomore running back Holiday in. And he'll take the handoff, trying to get around the right side, and he runs into a wall. David Shiflett was the initial hit there. Holiday kept fighting and got to the 25, so a pickup of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. We've got Kennedy Miller in the ball game now. McCone looks to the sideline for a play. McQuaid Brunfield is in there in the secondary. Handoff right up the middle again, and running into a
folded up
wall.
weird.
Was Holiday. Got a couple of yards on the play. Down at the bottom of the pile was Dalen Land.
And Cottrell Wallace was over there too.
Give him to the 23. It's 3rd and 7. 6:30 left to play. McCone may have to throw it on a 3rd and 7 here. Last time he threw it, it was almost intercepted. Back to throw under a blitz, throws down the middle, and it's incomplete and in and out of the hands of Austin Schrader at about the 5-yard line. So it'll be a 4th down and 7.
So that's 3 interceptions we've left on the field tonight.
Yeah, that's true. But they got one, and it was a big one right at the start of the ball game. Derek Rose intercepted and returned it 45 yards for a touchdown. Now Huxley
40-yarder.
Richardson will attempt a 40-yard field goal attempt. Hornets don't look like they're coming at it with much gusto. They do. And Richardson's got the kick away, and it's wide right. No good. So, with 5:29 left to play and counting, Bryant will take over. And we have a Fayetteville player a little shaken up. And the Hornets should be able to run the last of this clock out, I believe, if they can pick up maybe a 1st down. Hornets built a 35-6 lead at halftime and made it a mercy rule game with the first, but it was the second play of the second half, 42-6. Jake Metters, the backup quarterback, in the ball game now. And he's got Xavier Foote alongside him. He pitches it to Foote, tries to get it outside, but he's hitting in the backfield and not able to get anywhere. As Fayetteville made a stop for a loss. Bryant filtering in some reserves across the line. Ball is at the 14.
Biggest loss of the night.
Loss of 6 on the play. 2nd and 16. We'll see if Metters goes to the air. Clock down to 4:20 left in the game. He'll roll to his left, throws it out into the flank, got a man, it's complete, and a big hit on Blake Everett after he catches it at the 17-yard line.
Pass complete to Blake Everett.
Fayetteville still, their starters in there again, mostly, I think. Loss on the play, actually gained 2 on the play.
Pick up 2 on that one.
3rd and 14. And they're taking the time. 3:45 left. Looking to the sideline for a play call. Play clock down to 13 seconds, so they'll run that down.
And we'll snap it about.
Just trying to get this over with. Bryant with a huge lead. The mercy rule in effect for the 3rd game in a row. Now we have a flag come in.
Yes, false start.
A false start. We'll move it back, and the clock will get another 25 seconds off of it. It'll be under 3 minutes by the time this snap comes. 3rd and 19. Back at the 11. Hornets will start conference play next week. We'll have it for you here from Fort Smith against the Northside Grizzlies. Bad snap. Metters tracks it down, gets it, and throws it out to the left sideline, and he completes the pass.
Wow.
How about that for Jake? Gets it out to Miles Aldridge and lost yardage, but
he lost one, but it was a good lost one. Could have been a way worse.
He was being chased in the end zone there. Actually lost just 1 yard, but could have been a touchdown or a safety there.
Yeah.
And it's 4th down and 20 at the 10.
Let's see, who caught that?
It was Miles Aldridge.
Oh, okay.
Actually, at the line of scrimmage, there was no gain. So they're going to kick it from the 11. And Ledbetter's back in there to kick. Low snap, scoops it up. The line drive kick, hits at about the 40 and then goes out of bounds at about the 44, maybe the 43, 42. Then the clock rolls down to 2:14 with the change of a possession. I think the Bryant Hornets have convinced Fayetteville.
Yeah. I think they've convinced a lot of people.
Yeah. We're still not sure about Fayetteville, how good they are.
Bulldogs take over 1st and 10. The Bryant 42-yard line.
McCone is the sophomore quarterback still in the game. Bryant filtered in some defensive players. Here's a handoff up the middle, and Kobe Melton makes the tackle. As coming up was Conley Hudson. Gets the ball down inside the 35 to the 34. 2nd and 2 there. Clock at 1:46 left in the ball game. Here's a little pass that's incomplete as McCone threw it short of his intended receiver, Justin Logue. And the clock is down to 1:30. 3rd and 2 at the Bryant 34. Actually, Clark was the intended receiver. McCone. Hands it off over the middle and a 1st down. Tripped up barely there. Good play down in the pile by Godwin. Castillo covered him up. Del Castillo. Ball is at the 27-yard line, a 7-yard gain, 1st and 10. Clock at under a minute now. Handoff and a pile up as they stand up. Conley Hudson, and that might do it.
Yeah, I think that will probably be it. This will be the last play here.
McCone hands it up the middle once again to Hudson, and Hudson is piled up and
just
gang tackle. The ball comes loose. They said he was down at the 25-yard line.
And 8 seconds left. That is
should
game.
do it for the ball game. And we'll have your stats for you momentarily as Bryant comes off the field with a convincing 42-13 win. It's actually not that close.
Yeah.
42-13 is the final over Fayetteville here at Bulldog Stadium. The Hornets move to 3-0 going into conference play. We'll be back with final stats and some scores in just a moment. You're watching Hornets football, brought to you by mmproductions.net.
Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Best of the best. Why? Best price, best service. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
So the final score tonight, Bryant wins at 42-13 over Fayetteville. They led 35-6 at the half, scored on the second play of the second half, and the mercy rule is in effect as they led 42-6. The Fayetteville scored one touchdown in the second half as the clock rolled, and Bryant comes away with their third victory, the third mercy rule victory, and they head into conference next week at Fort Smith Northside. Aaron Shuttleworth has tonight's stats. Aaron?
Going to roll through these. Austin Ledbetter, 10 of 19, 204 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jake Metters took over for him, 2 of 3 for 2 yards. Receiving wise, Trayvon Heron, 2 receptions, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. Jake Metters, 2 receptions, 32 yards. Hayden Schrader, 3 receptions, 37 yards. River Gregory, 1 reception, 10 yards. Blake Everett, 1 reception, 2 yards. Drake Finley, 1 reception, 5 yards, and Miles Aldridge, 2 receptions, 60 yards, and a touchdown. All 60 yards came off that touchdown right there. On the ground, Xavier Foote, 4 carries, 2 yards. Austin Ledbetter, 2 carries, -3 yards. And your workhorse of the night was Ahmad Adams, star player on the offense, 16 carries, 177 yards, and 3 touchdowns. On the defensive side, it was just a slaughterhouse all the way around. Highlights himself, Austin Bailey had 1.5 sacks. Dalen Land had 5 solo, 1 assist. Kyle Knox had 2 assists and an interception. Derek Rose had 1 solo and 1 pick 6. T-Bird Wilson had 3 solo, 1 assist. Tristan Sahika 1 solo, 3 assists, and a hurry up. But the player of the night on the defensive side, Catrell Wallace, 2 solo, 2 assists, 1 tackle for loss, half a sack, 3 hurry ups, 1 knockdown, 1 pass breakup, and hit the quarterback 3 times. I'm out of breath.
And he laid him out quite a few times too. So just tremendous performance by the Bryant Hornets. We're still not sure how good they are because we don't really know how good Fayetteville was. They were ranked number 3 though, and if that was a legit ranking, then Bryant is awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for your joining us tonight here. We really appreciate our sponsors, Middleton Heat and Air, Farmers Bank and Trust. Our thanks to Michael Gober and Jonathan Webb for handling the technical side of it. Again, the Hornets win at 42-13 for Aaron Shuttleworth. I'm Rob Patrick. Thanks for your time this time. Till next time, so long. Oh, I forgot to promote.